Derek with OPTP, and welcome to week 6 of our summer sale. Now, this week, of course, in addition to some great savings in some of our top quality products, we're going to be talking about pelvic stability. And today we're going to highlight some exercises that you can do using our Pelvic Rocker core trainer to create more strength and stability around the pelvis and trunk. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to grab my Pelvic Rocker here. I've got the non-slip base and the Pelvic Rocker. I'm going to position the non-slip base on the floor here, and this just helps ensure that the Pelvic Rocker stays in place as I'm moving. Now, you can probably imagine we're going to have a seat directly on top of the Pelvic Rocker, and due to its unique shape, kind of like a shallow bowl, you'll notice right away how it's going to challenge stability as I'm sitting on it. Also, it facilitates movement of the pelvis in the anterior and posterior direction really well. So we're going to start with that. We're going to find a seat on the Pelvic Rocker, position our hands down on the floor, and then I'm going to just let the front of the bowl drop like I'm pouring water out of the front as I tilt and extend, and then I'm going to try to pour out of the back as I tuck and engage the abdomen. And I'm just going to move through this, and those cues of kind of pouring water from front to back, just a great way to kind of visualize the movement a little bit more. Then what we're going to do is we're going to find our seat again, reposition as needed, hands stay down, feet come together. Now we're going to let the knees drop together from right to left. And this is just another great way to warm up, but it can also be an excellent exercise, okay, especially for the obliques as we're kind of moving in this frontal plane. Definitely a little bit of rotation involved here as well. Really nice exercise. So about 30 seconds there. Then what we're going to do, we are going to move into some heel taps. So this time we're going to take our hands and position them a little bit further behind the body. This is going to force us to engage the abdomen a little bit deeper now as we let the elbows slightly flex and the chest drop a little bit down. And from here, we're going to take one foot and lift it up in the air, so this leg is now in tabletop. Now from this position, all we're going to do is try to maintain our stability and try to have as little movement as possible take place under our body, or where that Pelvic Rocker is, as we extend and tap the heel to the floor and then bring it back. Now here we can switch and repeat on the other side, or you can stick with just one side, move through about 10 to 15 repetitions, and then switch and go to the other side. This is a wonderful movement, a lot of variations that we can create here as well. You don't have to tap the heel, you can kind of leave the leg elevated and move it out laterally a little bit, really challenge stability even more the more dynamic we get with the movement. So great movement there. The last thing we're going to visit is a boat pose. So by far the most advanced, the most intense here. You're really going to have to practice finding your position on the Pelvic Rocker at first, and then as we move into it, hands are going to come out front for support. One foot comes up, other foot comes up, one hand comes up, then the other hand comes up. And this is a pretty challenging exercise. Boat pose is tough by itself without anything challenging your stability under your body. But the Pelvic Rocker, a great tool for challenging stability in this position. And then of course we can get dynamic and add movement to this as well. Moving the arms, moving the legs, adding resistance, and so forth. But the Pelvic Rocker is a wonderful tool for pelvic stability. All right, everyone, thanks so much for watching. Now, to learn more about the Pelvic Rocker core trainer or some of the other items available this week in our summer sale, just go to optp.com. Thanks.